We do have some breaking news we want to bring to you from a really years-old story, almost 20 years old at this point. The case of missing female Natalee Holloway. Well, we're now learning more about who was accused in her disappearance. You'll know this name, Joran VanderSloot. I want to take some of this video that we have. He is going to be extradited very soon back to the United States. We are just learning this right now. And this is what we know. He is the prime suspect in the 2005 disappearance of Natalee Holloway, who vanished while on a high school graduation class trip in Aruba. He'll be extradited back to the U.S. from Peru, where he is being held there in custody, in detention. That's according to Natalee Holloway's family. Her mother, Beth, announced the news in a statement. Peruvian authorities, though, agreed to extradite VanderSloot. He's serving a 28-year prison sentence for the murder in a separate case of a 21-year-old Peruvian, Stephany Flores, back in 2010. The Peruvian government has agreed to temporarily hand over the Dutch citizen to American authorities, quote, for his prosecution in the United States for the alleged commission of the crimes of extortion and fraud to the grievance of Elizabeth Ann Holloway. So that's a statement coming in from the Peru Minister of Justice and Human Rights. We're also learning from the Peruvian ambassador to the United States saying he hopes, quote, this action will enable a process that will help bring peace to Mrs. Holloway and to her family, who are grieving in the same way that the Flores family in Peru is grieving for the loss of their daughter. Remember, VanderSloot is one of the main suspects in the disappearance of Natalee Holloway, who failed to appear for her flight home back to Alabama on May 30th, 2005 in Aruba. So coming up on 20 years since she disappeared there. The 18-year-old was last seen leaving a bar early that morning with VanderSloot. Her body was never found, and the ensuing searches for the young woman would reap intense media scrutiny and worldwide attention. She was declared legally dead back in 2014. So I want to put up a statement that we got in here from Beth Holloway, Natalee's mother. Let's put that up on the screen here. It says in part, in May of 2005, my 18-year-old daughter, Natalee Holloway, left Birmingham for Aruba to attend her high school graduation trip and was never seen again. She was abducted and murdered there. Now, almost exactly 18 years later, her perpetrator, Joran VanderSloot, has been extradited to Birmingham to answer for his crimes. It goes on to say as well, he's been in prison in Peru for murdering another young girl there named Stephany Flores in 2010. Well, I will have much more to say later about what is happening. For now, I want to express my sincere gratitude to President Dina Boluarte, the president of Peru, the war people of Peru, the family of Stephany Flores, the FBI in Miami, Florida, and in Birmingham, Alabama, the U.S. Attorney's Office in Birmingham, and so much more. It goes on to say she also thanks the U.S. Embassy in Peru and the Peruvian Embassy in the United States. She thanks her longtime attorney, John Q. Kelly, who has worked tirelessly on this case, and George Seymour and Mark Wachtenheim of Patriot Strategies. Most importantly, I especially want to thank Greta Van Susteren, who's become a very close friend and who has worked diligently, and the statement goes on to say, I was blessed to have had Natalee in my life for 18 years, and as of this month, I have been without her for exactly 18 years. She would be 36 years old now. It has been a very long and painful journey, but the persistence of many is going to pay off together. We are finally getting justice for Natalee. That was a lengthy statement there by Natalee Holloway's mother, Beth Holloway, thanking so many who have brought this case to light over the last 18 years. And now, temporarily, we know Joran VanderSloot, the prime suspect in Holloway's disappearance, he will be extradited back to the United States to face some of these crimes of extortion and fraud. So, very interesting development in this really years-old case. And you saw there the kind of nod to newscaster Greta Van Susteren, who was all over this story. I remember when I was in middle school, high school, following this case. Now there's a major development in it, and we've just brought it to you here.